ساتوی پسرو وینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور.
In the name of Allah, good evening and welcome to this hour's news. I'm Suleiman Talash and this is RTA News. Today is 29th of September 2024. The Afghans living in the countries where the Afghan embassies have been closed welcome the decision of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, according to which they are trying to reactivate their embassies and those countries through diplomatic means. According to them, they will be able to solve their problems and have access to their rights. More details in report.
A number of countrymen living abroad praised the decision of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which tries to solve consular services in Western and European countries through diplomatic means. According to them, all their problems will be solved with this.
Any decision that solves the problems of the ordinary people is commendable. Unfortunately, Afghan immigrants abroad are facing various problems. One of these problems is that the process of asylum, education, business, marriage, divorce, identity card, passport after birth of the child, even employment. The job depends on the documents that are issued by the diplomatic branches of Afghanistan.
Likewise, international relations experts say that while the representative office of Afghanistan are closed in a number of countries, the Islamic Emirates should find alternative ways to solve the problems of Afghans in very area.
The Islamic Emirates should work on alternative ways, as it had said that it is working in this area, so that there are no problems for a resident of Afghanistan and they have access to their rights. It is a good step. It is done on the side of the world for its citizens, and the people are reassured and their credit increases to the Emirate. On the other hand, the problem of Afghans are also solved abroad. It is a good action and function.
At the same time, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says that it is continuing the talk with the countries that represent Afghanistan to resume consular services in a form that is acceptable to both sides.
As it was mentioned in the Vienna Convention that consular services are not related to recognition, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs believes that connecting consular issues with the political issues not only creates problems, but also violates people's rights. We continue so that consular services can be started in a way that is acceptable to the parties and has a principled form.
In the Vienna Convention, countries are called upon not to associate consular services with officials' recognition and political affairs so that the rights of citizens are not violated.
Maulavi Nur Jalal Jalali, Minister of Public Health, in a meeting with Kawabina Ashanti, the head of the UNFPA organization for Afghanistan, discussed the construction of health centers in the areas out of health coverage, the expansion of these services to the established health centers, the capacity building of health personnel, and providing special health services for mother and child. In this visit, the Minister of Public Health said that he is trying to provide the best health services to the people out of health coverage and residents of remote areas. The economic deputy of the Prime Minister says that in the current year 2024, various domestic and foreign companies have shown interest in investing in infrastructure, electricity, telecommunication, transport, agriculture, industry, mining, and health sectors worth $5 billion and $348 million US. Furthermore, economic analysts believe that now more than ever before, investment in Afghanistan has been made better, and such large-scale investment will speed up the country's economic development and provide employment to thousands of people. We have more in this report.
The economic deputy prime minister says that the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan strongly supports all domestic and foreign companies that want to invest in Afghanistan. The region, the Arab League, and the large companies of Western countries have shown interest in investing more than $5 billion in the infrastructure, electricity, telecommunications, transport, agriculture, industry, mining and health sectors. It is in the field of urban development and electronic governance. Furthermore, economic analysts believe that such a large investment by domestic and foreign investors will speed up the country's economic system and reduce the unemployment rate.
Currently, a number of internal and external investors are interested in Afghanistan, and this is a good news, and it can have an impact on the economy of Afghanistan. Besides this, it can play a role in lowering the level of unemployment, which unfortunately a number of our people spend their lives with unemployment. In life of 40 million Afghans brings positive changes, from 1.5 to 3%.
The overall reanalysis is that if Islamic Emirate provides more investment facilities to all domestic and foreign companies and investments are made in Afghanistan in different sectors, as a result, the economy of the people will be developed and Afghanistan will have a self-sufficient economy.
The construction of nearly 13 kilometers of road worth more than 48 million Afghans started in Badghis province in the presence of Mullah Muhammad Yunus Akhund, Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development. The Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development says that the road will be built from the ministry's development budget, which will provide jobs for hundreds of people and solve transportation problems for residents. The ministry added that the Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development also visited the construction of the reservoir dam in Qadis district and directed the officials to complete the construction of the dam on time. Mullah Khairullah Khairkhwa, Minister of Information and Culture, met journalists and media officials and heard their problems during his visit to Herat province. Mr. Khairkhwa assured to solve their problems and asked them to appoint a representative to solve these problems. He emphasized that the media should present programs to the people about the country's developments in various fields. Maulavi Qudratullah Jamal, Deputy Minister of Tourism of the Ministry of Information and Culture, met with the members of PTS, the International Training Organization, and discussed skills training and capacity building in the field of tourism. In this meeting, the officials of the organization, while appreciating the functions and activities of the ministry, added that the organization is ready to hold a 3-week training course for employees of the ministry's tourism and hotel department. On the other hand, Maulavi Qudratullah Jamal said, with the rule of the Islamic Emirate, security is ensured throughout the country, and foreign and domestic tourists can safely visit the historical and ancient sites of Afghanistan. The meeting on stability of the Islamic government, cohesion and ensuring national unity was held by the Ministry of Borders, Tribes and Tribal Affairs with the participation of local officials in Jawzjan province. In this meeting, the participants, while appreciating the work and achievements of the Islamic Emirate, demanded the implementation of development and construction projects, including the construction of roads, bridges, schools, and providing jobs for the youth in their areas. The Afghan Red Crescent Society says that Kyrgyzstan has donated 120 tons of food to Afghanistan. According to the information of this association, those donations include 90 tons of flour, 16 tons of sugar, and 15 tons of cooking oil, which were handed over to the Afghan Red Crescent Society delegation in Balkh in the presence of the representatives of both countries. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د